righty, good morning. Sit up nice and tall. Do your sit bones, get the wiggles out, roll your shoulders, roll your head, arch and contract your spine, give a few twists. Today we're going to work on some spinal health and holding postures. So let's start with big circles. Rolls around. And the other direction. And slowly spiral yourself into center. Spiral yourself into center, sitting up nice and tall. Have that little tiny inner spiral, just barely aware of movement. It may not be visible outside, but just feel it in the core of your being. Little tiny, tiny spiral. Abs engaged. And then reverse your spiral the other direction. And you may find yourself subconsciously changing directions willy-nilly, just trying to find that movement. And then we just take a deep breath, lengthen, relax your shoulders, stillness, sit tall. Flip your hands over in your lap, palms up. Draw the belly in a tiny bit. Lift the heart a tiny bit. Lengthen the neck a tiny bit. Drop the right ear to the right side. Hold for a nice 3 breaths. On your third exhale, go ahead and tuck your chin and roll yourself over to the left side. Mindful of a tall back, keeping your belly in, chest slightly lifted, 3 breaths to this side. On the exhale of your third breath, tuck your chin and roll to center. Imagining that chin and heart are coming to meet each other. Stay lifted, belly drawn in. Lift your head to the ceiling, chin up. Imagine you're being pulled from your chin to lengthen up tall. Keep the length and bring your head back to neutral. Turn your head to the right. And take your left hand and snake it back behind. You can just touch your hip or snake it all the way back behind. And drop your chin to look down at your shoulder. Bring your chin back up, slide your arm back out, palm up. Turn your head to the other direction. Take your hand, snake it in the small of your back or just touching the hip. And drop your chin to look at your shoulder. Chin up, snake your arm back out, palm up, turn your head forward. Inhale, arms out to the side, palms down. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean right. Inhale, tall. Exhale, lean. Keep flowing through this with your breath. Inhaling to center, exhaling to lean. Don't worry about following my breath since I'm talking, mine's off. Just remember to be tall on your inhale. Squeeze the breath out to the side as you exhale. 2 more on each side. And on your last exhale, just go ahead and drop your arms back down, roll out your shoulders. We're going to bring our tips of our fingers to the back of our head. You're going to inhale, elbows back, chest up, chin up. Exhale, elbows in, chest in. We're not rounding the lower back, just the upper. Inhale, chest up, elbows out, chin up. Exhale, pull it all into center. Imagine the shoulder blades squeezing together in the back and opening up as you come forward. Trying to touch those elbows together, squeezing them in. Not pulling on your head, really. Inhale, open all the way up. Exhale, relax your arms down. Roll out your shoulders. We're going to do some twists. Same thing. You can stay seated up against the chair or you can come forward, whichever. We're going to inhale our arms up halfway like we did before. Exhale, twist. You can kind of grab and hold as you finish your breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. Hold to release all the breath. And just flow with your breath. Don't worry about matching my pace or my movement. You should finish your inhale facing forward with arms halfway up. You should finish your exhale in the twist. Trying not to let your knees roll from side to side or roll inward. Trying not to wrench your back, yanking on your arms. Keep your belly button pulled in slightly to prevent too much twist in the low back. And on your last exhale, just float your arms down at center. We'll give our arms a relax, those of you that are probably cussing all of the shoulder work. All right, we're going to come to the side, one cheek on and one cheek off. You can put your blanket underneath your shin or a block underneath your shin for support or not. It's totally up to you. Figure out a way to make it work, or under your ankle if you want it under your ankle. But shoulder, hip, and knee should all be lined up. Sitting up nice and tall, I want you to drop your hip down, pressing your knee, shin towards the floor, and then bring your hip to neutral, matching the other hip bone. Drop it down, feel stretch and length, and bring it back up. Drop it down, bring it back up. Drop it down, bring it back up. We're going to take the outside arm, inhale all the way up and over, leaning to the back, and then drop your knee down, your shin down. Creating lots of openness through the hip. Draw the arm to the back of the ear, opening the heart. Turn your head, look through your armpit towards the ceiling. Hold for 2 more big breaths. Gently begin to stack your spine, bringing the arm up overhead. Relax it down. Inhale, arm up halfway and rotate towards the back. If you can't reach the back of the chair, you can put the arm on your shoulder. Hand on your shoulder. Draw the belly in. Try not to booty pop out. Turn your head and look over the back shoulder. Where is your hip? Do you have it level or do you have it drop? Play with either. See which feels better. Can you completely relax the drop leg? Can you draw the belly in a little bit further? One more breath. On your inhale, start to slide your spine back one vertebrae at a time. Then bring that foot forward, toes up. Lengthen tall through the spine, hips and shoulders lined up. Inhale, outside arm. Hinge at the hip, come forward in L shape. Soft knee, toes lifted. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. Relax, shake out that leg. Let's roll ourselves around to the other side. One hanging off, one cheek on, one cheek on. Hips are level, shoulder, hip, knee lined up. Peek. Belly drawn in, try not to booty pop out. And then drop your knee and lift. And drop and lift. And drop and lift. And drop and lift. Drop, lift and hold. Outside arm, inhale all the way up. Lean to the back of your chair and then drop your hip. Drop it down, let the whole leg relax, foot relax. Arm near the back of your ear, open your heart slightly, turn your head and look through your armpit to the ceiling. Breathe, let that leg relax. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, stack your spine, coming back up, arm down to halfway, and rotate towards the back. Reaching for the back of the chair or holding your back shoulder. Try not to booty pop, pull the belly in. Soften that back leg, let it relax down. Turn your head to the back shoulder. Take another breath. On your next inhale, start to slide back one vertebrae at a time, rotating back to forward, outside leg forward. Up nice and tall, inhale, outside arm up. Exhale, hinge at your hip, come forward. Soft knee, flex toes, lengthen spine. Breathe. Next inhale, stack your spine, come back up. Relax your arm, relax your leg, shake them out. Good stuff. All right, let's go to the floor. Or not floor. We're going to go stand. Put the chair at the end of your mat so you can face the seat. Have it be about a foot, foot and a half away from your chair so that when you bend forward, your hips are over your ankles and your shoulders are over your hands. So find that sweet spot for you. Stand in mountain pose. Both feet are directly forward. It may feel a little funny to you. arms open, palms facing forward, lengthen through the crown of your head. Imagine that you could lift and open each joint, the ankles, the knees, the hips, each vertebrae, crown yearning towards the sky. Inhale, arms all the way up and look up, heart up. Exhale, hinge at the hip, come forward with a flat back, hands to either side of the chair. Feet are both still facing forward. Cat cow. Round your back up on an exhale, pushing all the air out. Inhale, keep your belly pulled in, but lift your glutes towards the sky, heart through hands, and look forward. Not look up, but just forward. Rounding as you exhale, arching as you inhale. And just follow your own breath. Try and slow your breath down and make them long breaths. And then make your movement match your breath. Making the breath last the whole movement. Filling all the way up as you look up. Emptying out completely as your back raises towards the sky. Relax your shoulders, soft knees. Then bring yourself to flat back. Once you take your right hand over with the left, once you have a little curve of your spine, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to inhale, arch your back, look forward, exhale, round. Doing the cat cow with a little twist of the spine. Getting more stretch in the right open side. Imagining that your back of your legs, your glutes are pressed up against the wall, so you're not letting that hip roll to the right. Keeping it all open. On your next inhale, come to flat back and take both hands over to the other side. Opening through the left. Begin your cat cow. Inhale, open up, or look forward. Exhale, round. Soft knees. To the opening on the left side. And on your next inhale, bring yourself back to center. Nice flat back. Stabilize through your core, lengthen from tailbone to crown, lift your right foot behind you. Try and keep your hips level, so don't let your hip roll up and out. Imagine it pointing towards the floor, pinky toe pointing towards the floor. Lengthening through the crown, nice, softly flexed foot. Then bend your knee, opening the hip a little bit more, and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend one more time. Hold for a moment. If you want to test your balance, you can take your left arm overhead. Breathe. If you're balancing, straighten with your arms still out. And then lower them both down. Make sure that when you bring the foot down, that it's facing directly forward. Switching sides. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring the left leg up. Soft flex of the foot. Toes pointing towards floor, hip pointing towards floor. Don't let it roll up and out. Breathe. Soft flex of the foot, bend the knee, and straighten. And bend, and straighten. Bend and hold. Testing our balance, right arm up and forward. Breathe, strengthening that support leg. Slowly straighten the left leg out. Get your breath. Slowly come back down. Walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat, and we'll do a forward fold for a moment to rest. You can go to elbows, forehead, or step back and go without chair. Giving a moment to relax. Bend his knees as much as you would like to have a soft back of the leg. You're not overstretching through the back of the leg. You can rock, you can stand still, whichever feels good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, come back down. This time we're going to go all the way. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, come forward, hands to the chair, butt back. And I want you to step back a few paces. So your hands remain on the chair and you can reach your butt back. Our feet are mat width roughly. Gives us a little more stretch in the inner thigh. Heart is coming through the arms. Ears are lined up with both arms. Toes you can wiggle. The weight's in your heels. I want you to kind of walk your right hand over there with the left one. Place it under the left hand. And then push that right hip further away from the right hand. Gently walk the hand back, even up your hips. Walk the left hand over with the right one. Place it under the right hand. And push your left hip away. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. This is more about the upper body than the back of the leg. But you can do both if you want to do both. Walk your left hand back over where it belongs. Start to lift your flat back, lift your torso, squeeze through the butt, come forward, relax through the legs, strong arms, like a plank position on the chair, and press back. I'm going to alternate between those two. You're going to inhale to plank, pull your belly in, squeeze your butt to come forward, exhale to push back. Inhaling up, tall spine, keep the belly drawn in, exhale, push back. Do a couple more of these. Strong legs as you come forward, strong core. Your next inhale, come to flat back, walk your feet together. Walk your legs out, shake them out a little bit, round your back and roll yourself all the way up. Just go loose, shake it out. We're going to move ourselves to the floor. Make sure you can reach your strap and your block. All right, we're going to start seated. Both legs out in front of us. Bring up your excess booty if you need to. Try and sit nice and tall. To help you sit nice and tall, you can lasso both feet. Reach down as far as you can comfortably and then let your hands slide until you're nice and tall. Keep your feet hip width apart. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath. Exhale, bend your elbows, hinge. Inhale, back up to neutral. Exhale, come forward. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. Do 2 more of these. And on your next inhale up, bend your right knee. Keep the strap on your left foot. Keep your hips facing forward. Don't open up to the side. Nice deep breath. Exhale, come forward just on that one side and hold. You can keep your arms relaxed, or you can walk them down further. You can release the strap and touch your foot if you want. You can hold on to the shin. You can hold on to the pant leg. Whatever feels the best. Try and keep the tallest spine you can first with a slightly bent knee. Don't lock your knee out. And then once you're as tall as you can be comfortably, then drop your shoulders and head. Trying to relax your right knee out to the side. Breathe into where you feel any tension. Shake your head no. Make sure the neck is relaxed. You have a couple of options to come up. You can flatten your back first, or you can just slowly use your hands to press walk back up, whichever feels better on your back. Get your strap back together on your foot if you released it, and I want both straps in the left hand. So you have straight left leg, use them in the left hand, just in case you happen to be on the other arm. We're going to inhale, we're going to open up towards our knee. Exhale, come back to face that foot. Inhale, open up. Exhale, face the foot. Try not to move so much in the lower body. It's mostly upper back twist. Filling the lungs as we open. Squeeze the shoulder blade together and open them as you come forward. You can keep your head facing one direction and just open if you feel dizzy, but you can follow it with the head if you want to as well. Totally up to you. One more. And facing forward. Open up your strap with both hands. Return the right foot. Feet are hip width apart. Reach down the straps as far as you can comfortably. Let it slide through. Come back up to nice tall spine. Relax your knees. Should be slightly bent. Big breath, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Bending the elbows. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. We'll do one more. Your next inhale, slide your left foot out. Bend the knee, bring it up in front. Make sure you're still facing that foot and you didn't let your body open up. Deep breath, tall. Exhale, hinge forward and hold. Soft knee. Stay nice and tall first. Get as far down as you can comfortably. Then round the shoulders, drop the head. Hold on wherever you feel most comfortable. Use the strap, use the pant leg, the foot, the back of the calf, the ankle. Shake your head no. Make sure you're letting it relax. And then think about that left leg. Relax the inner thigh, relax the foot. Relax the knee. Relax the back. Breathe into the tension, imagining it dissipating as you exhale. One last breath on your next inhale. You can come up one of two ways. You can flatten the back first, or you can finger walk yourself up. Nice and tall. Getting the strap together. Right leg is straight, right hand is going to grab the strap. Left arm inhale and open. Exhale, close. Opening up, big breath. Exhale, close. Follow it with your gaze or keep your gaze stationary. Trying not to move the lower part of the body. Opening up and breathing in, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then allowing them to open back up as you come forward. And we'll do one more. And then come forward. Both hands in the strap, open up, bring the left foot back in. Feet are hip width apart, nice and tall. Lengthen through your spine. Bring the heart up, chin up. Back to neutral. Heart up, chin up. Back to neutral. Keep the belly drawn in. Heart up, chin up. Back to neutral. If you completely relax the belly, you'll notice that you overarch, or you can arch a lot further. If you draw the belly in and then lift, you can't go quite as far, and that's a good thing. I'm trying to keep it in the upper back. And relax. Release your strap. Set it off to the side. Put the block next to your hip with the short end if you're using a block. Using a pillow, we're going to, you know where your two little dimples are right there? Those are your sacrum. We're going to put the block or a pillow or whatever you're using up underneath. You can use a book as well. So we're going to slide down, roll back, and set that block right next to your hip to start. Feet are comfortable distance away from the glutes. Hip width apart. Just rock your knees side to side, release any tension in your back. We did lots of forward bends, leaning forward, reaching forward. We're going to do a little bit of the opposite direction for the back. Root through your feet, knees to the ceiling. We press into the feet, engage the thighs, press into your shoulders and upper back. Squeeze through your butt, lift up, and place whatever you're using under your sacrum, not under your low back. You need it under the bones. And then lay your hips on it. If you need to readjust, lift and readjust. You don't want anything in your low back. This is on your sacrum. Release your hands when you feel comfortable. Breathe into this position. You can stay right here if you want to, or you can play with extending one leg at a time, extending both legs. If you extend, try and do it relaxed. If you can't relax, you're not quite ready for extension. If you can't fully extend, maybe you just want to walk your feet out a little bit. You can walk them to the side edges. You can walk them out a little bit further. Or you can try extending completely. I can only extend one leg at a time. I've explored my limits. I can relax with one leg. With two legs, I can't. So explore and find where your back is still in a relatively comfortable position. but you're getting some stretch and you have good support. And breathe. Draw one knee up into your chest and slide the other one out. Switch by drawing in the other knee first. Take the other leg out. Maybe draw both knees in. Flex feet and take them to the ceiling. Feel the weight there on the block or the blanket or the pillow, whatever you're using. Bend the knees. Take them back to the floor slowly. All the way to the floor. Now root your feet. Press through the soles of the feet. Feet your hip width apart. Press through the shoulder blades. Engage the thighs and the glutes. Lift. Push the block out and lower back down. And kind of rock your knees side to side. Releasing any leftover tension. All right, we're block users, we're going to take it tall. We're going to put the block on the ground so that it's the tallest position it can be at. If you're using a pillow or something, you can get a second one or maybe roll it up. We're going to straighten out our right leg and we're going to put the block next to our right hip. We're going to pull the left knee up. Left arm is going to go on the floor. Right hand is going to go on the outside of that thigh, left thigh, and we're going to roll into the block and we're going to lay the block. We're going to roll onto it. So it could be on your inner thigh. It could be on your knee. It could be on your calf, wherever it feels good to put leg support onto the block. So everything's nice and stable. Fiddle with it until you find the sweet spot. For pillows, you can roll it up nice and tight into your belly, roll over onto it, and relax that leg onto that block, pillow, whatever you're using. Bolsters are also good for this. Opening the chest up and turn your head to the left. Relaxing the left palm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Bring your head back to neutral first. Release that arm, pull the belly in, and use that arm to assist yourself rolling back over. Realign your spine. Draw the other knee up. Switch the block to the other side. Keep the right leg up and straighten out the left leg. Left arm on the outside of right thigh, right arm on the floor, not ceiling. Pull the belly in and roll over. Find that block. Get it situated. Support that leg. Combinate, could be on the shin, could be on the inner thigh, could be on the knee. Opening that right arm to the side with the palm up. Turn your head and look right. Relaxing the weight of that leg into that block. Soften knee on the straight leg. Relaxed arm on the extended arm. Turn your head to face ceiling first. Use the left arm to slowly roll and assist back. Realign your spine, draw both knees up. Centering yourself back on the mat. Find that block and place it between your thighs. Her pillow block, whatever you've got, place it between your legs. Kind of so that it's both touching your thighs and your calf. So it's helping to keep your whole leg that width apart. Arms on the floor, palms pressing down. Imagine that you have a tripod position, pressing into the shoulders, pressing into the hands and the fingertips. Draw the belly in, slowly lower your toes to the mat, and you're just touching the mat and lifting right back up. Inhaling as you open the legs up. Exhale as you draw them back in. And maybe today you can't touch the mat. That's okay. Go as far as you can and use that exhale to forcefully pull those legs back up. Inhaling and reaching them as far as you can. Exhale and forcefully bring them back up. Not letting the block drop. Do one more. And then on your last one, go ahead and take your legs all the way to the floor. You can take the block out, walk the feet together, and open the thighs out to the side. You can put blankets or pillows or blocks under your knees if your hip joints feel uncomfortable, any part of the leg feels uncomfortable. You can take them up on a higher level even if you need to, want to. The goal isn't to touch the ground, but if you need to bring the ground up to have some support, by all means do so. Take your arms into cactus once you've found a comfortable position. Take a couple more breaths. We're going to remodify this pose a tiny bit more. So slide your legs out straight and then bend your knees and bring them back up. So you have a couple of options here to remodify that pose. You can take your blanket and roll it up so it's like a mini burrito. Well, I guess it would be a humongous burrito, actually. Mini burrito. And you can roll it up and you can lay it where your spine would be. So you take it from those hip bones at Shavasana, right over your spine, on your head, and have yourself opened up like so, and open up your knees. Gives a little bit more spinal support. It allows your chest to open a little bit more. My upper back likes it like this better for some reason. If you ever wanted to do this with a block, you can put a block between your shoulder blades as well. It gives you a higher lift if you need it. So find your Shavasana pose. You can continue to lay on your burrito if you want to, and just extend your legs or put them over a bolster. Try that and see how it feels if you want. Or you can ditch the burrito and find your traditional Shavasana posture. Find your stillness, your softness. Make sure everything is supported, your back, your neck, your head. You want your neck to be slightly lengthened, so just a tiny dip of the chin. And if that means you need to have your head on a little pillow to keep it that way without engagement, then you can do that. Relaxing through all 10 toes. Relax across the top of your foot, along the arch of your foot, all the way up into your ankles. Relax through the calf muscles. Relax in the knees, the inner thigh, wrapping around to the back. Turn my phone off. Alrighty. From the back of the thigh to the outer edges of the thigh, to the tops of the thighs. And then feel the thighs nestle into the hip joint. Relaxing through the glutes. Feel your pelvic floor release. Feel your low belly release. Your mid belly release. And your upper belly release. Let them melt into the spine. Relaxing through the sides of your chest, wrapping around to your upper back. Trace your awareness from the very tip of your tailbone up through your sacrum, into the low back, into the mid back, into the upper back, into the neck, and right into the base of the skull. Relax both shoulders, the back, sides, and the front. Relaxing down both arms into the elbows, down the forearms into the wrists, palms of the hands, and all 10 fingers. Relax your throat, your jaw. Feel your eyes nestled in the pillows of their socket. Relax your forehead, your temples. Relax the follicles of your hair. Feel the back of your head on the mat. Survey your body from crown to toes without judgment. Feel the corpse-like heaviness on the mat where you've let everything go, everything relax. Feel the rise and fall of the chest, the gentle movement of the diaphragm. Feel the temperature on your skin, the clothing touching your skin. Feel the waistbands and the straps, soft, flowy fabric. Feel your eyelids against your eyes. Feel the sound coming into your ears. Feel your surrounding. Feel your building as if it was a living structure, protecting you, Extend your feelers out as if you were an octopus with many, many legs reaching into the community, feeling connected to them. See the sky above you. See the blues and the whites of clouds. Feel them move with your breath. Feel connected, a part of something bigger than self, bigger than immediate family, bigger than extended family, bigger than your job, your school, your community, bigger than your town, bigger than your state, country. A part of a whole world of people, part of a whole world of people that are not always making the right decision, but also trying to do their best with what they know, what they're taught, where they live, how they feel, who they're connected to. And ever so slowly release that world thought and draw yourself back into smaller and smaller into your nation, your state, community, your building, and draw back into self, right into the pit of your stomach. Feel the diaphragm move as you breathe. Feel the back of your head on the mat, your hips, your shoulders. Feel your heart in your chest. With every breath, gently hugging the heart, feeling each heartbeat. Filling our lungs up, take a nice big breath. And as you exhale, open your hands and feet and stretch between the webbing. Inhale, big breath, make fists. Exhale, open up and stretch. Inhale, fists. Exhale, open and stretch. And then just begin to wiggle, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, roll wrists, roll ankles, bend and straighten knees and elbows. Squeeze and release glutes, shrug shoulders, roll them around. Arch and contract your back on the mat. Turn your head side to side. Find movement in each and every joint, gentle movement. Move with your breath. Move with how you feel led to do so. Extending your arms and legs out overhead, reach on a stretch. And relax, right side only, reach, stretch right, relax, left side only, reach, stretch, and relax. Gently draw one knee at a time into your chest. You can roll or sit still. Take a moment. Gently roll over to your side. Stack your shoulders, hips, and knees. Support your head. Take a moment on your side. Feel the side body take the weight of the rest of the body. Today's challenge is to make connection with community, someone outside your daily life, whether it be a smile or conversation. Gently press yourself up into a tall spine. Turn your head to the right and put your left hand on the floor. Drop your chin down to the shoulder. Bring your head back up, return your left hand, turn your head to the left, put your right hand on the floor. Drop your chin down. Chin back up, head forward, hand up. Inhale up all the way, reach tall. Exhale down. And do a couple more inhaling talls. Try not to arch your back. Exhale, floating arms down. Inhaling, floating arms up. Keep the back in neutral. But feel the muscles of the core move as you reach tall. Drawing in, supporting the body. One more breath all the way up. Hands together overhead. Exhale down to your chest. Flutter eyes open and namaste.